Good morning, everyone. It is September 14th. If you'd like to know where the far left wants to take this country, you only need to look at China. That is the model for the New World Order. So, there's an article at Blacklisted News. Bone-chilling footage from inside China shows raw reality of enslavement tactically supported by big tech. And as I said, China is the model for how the New World Order wants to treat the citizens of that New World Order. And this is a great example of what governments do to a disarmed population. I keep telling you, if you think the police are killing people at alarming rates now, just wait until they get your guns. You're going to see a whole new level of brutality. The Chinese man describes the horror as best he can. They're eating our flesh and drinking our blood. And that pretty much sums up the Chinese system and most systems across the planet. They're just doing it in a different way. This is the system that big tech companies are bowing to. Apple and Google have created a dangerous precedent for both business and press freedom in choosing to ally with the communist Chinese. And right there should tell you why the likes of Alex Jones and others have been taken off these different social media networks. It's because they want to be like the Chinese. The MSN has focused our attention on so-called Russian meddling, and allow me to say that even if Russia did meddle in our elections, we have meddled in their elections and the elections of pretty much every nation on this planet. So, China has infiltrated U.S. universities and think tanks pushing the Communist Party agenda into our nation. And we see this ideology certainly unfolding here in the United States through groups like Black Lives Matter and Antifa and many others. The Chinese enjoy forced sterilization, mobile execution bans on private gun ownership, restricted speech, a ban on Christianity and other religions, and total surveillance. And that's exactly what the New World Order junkies want. A 2016 report from the Wall Street Journal shows the pervasive surveillance system that tracks every citizen's move. AI-powered cameras watched everything. Forced sterilization. In April of 2007, NPR covered the personal stories of just a handful of the millions of women in China affected by coercive population control policies. Wei Lin Long, a victim of forced abortion, tells her story. Quote, "The hospital was full of women who'd been brought in forcibly. There wasn't a single spare bed. The family planning people said forced abortions and forced sterilizations were both being carried out. We saw women being pulled in one by one. Again, I refer you to Ted Turner. I refer you to all the other globalists who say we need a smaller world population. These are the very same policies the far left in the United States and France and Britain and every other white nation, European nation. So, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue to sit in your lazy boy, as I am, playing Call of Duty, as I do, smoking weed, drinking your brews? You're going to wait until these motherfuckers are at your doorstep, stacked up, ready to take your girlfriend or wife to be forcibly sterilized and forcibly or forced to have an abortion? You wait that long, it's going to be too late. Which is the purpose of many of these YouTube videos, not just by me, but by others. It's to get people motivated to fight back. One last paragraph here. RU 486 has been a key ingredient in China's population control strategy for years. Of the estimated 10 million abortions performed annually in China, about half are carried out with RU 486, said Gao Ershen, director of the Shanghai Institute of Planned Parenthood Research. See, Planned Parenthoods even in China. So, and China doesn't just do that. I mean, there's no end to the tyranny there. They steal the people's land. They kill people for their organs. And don't get me wrong, other governments do this too. They're just not as open about it. So, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do to prevent these things from gaining traction here in the United States? I mean, abortion is already a big thing because women want to go out and slut around and have consequence-free sex. This is what happens when you leave nations to women. And I'm not against women, but we all have our place. There's a reason. There's a reason why most societies are ran by men. And it's because we think with logic, we analyze, most of us, and we don't think with our emotions. On the other hand, the females do. And it's not a bad thing, unless you're making decisions for a whole state, city, or country. thought I'd share this with you because the New World Order, this is the future they want. And if we don't do something about it, it is the future they are going to get. Hope you all have a good day. Kill the state. Live free.